UTAG as well as POTAG say they will resist any attempt by Parliament to pass a law that will substitute the book and research allowance for the National Research Fund.
Government, through the Ministry of Education, has presented a bill for the setting up of the National Research Fund to Parliament for approval.
POTAG and UTAG have rejected the substitution of the research and book allowance with the National Research Fund. Under the National Research Fund, academicians can access the fund to conduct research. The teacher unions have indicated it will support the establishment of the national research but will not allow it to be substituted with the book and research allowance. The Chief Executive Officer of the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, George Smith Graham, says government has already presented before Parliament the establishment of the fund.
We know that it was in the 2015 budget statement. It was in the State of the Nation address. Now, once it goes into a budget statement and appropriation is passed in Parliament, it means technically it should have become a law because Parliament has passed it. And so, but I believe that there will be engagement. We were tasked as a commission to go and negotiate that out of their conditions of service. That didn't work out.
But the National General Secretary-elect for POTAG, David Wawi Brown, cautioned Parliament to seek the consent of the unions.
They should realize that the two are not the same. They are two different things. So whatever law they are passed, we have not seen the bill. Whatever it is, they should make sure that there is a distinction between these two. That must not nullify the current book and research allowance that we are taking. If government does that and Parliament goes ahead to pass the bill into law, nullifying the book and research, then they have done a disaster. Then the law will be a bad law.
President of the University of Ghana branch of UTAG, Dr. Harry Agbanu, also called for an emergency meeting to discuss the National Research Fund.
We want to have good relationship with our employers as much as possible. We love our job, we want to do our job. We love our students. But anything that we want to vary our interests without any recourse to our opinion, will resist with all the force that is within us.